Hi, I'm Tanya Spencer, and today we're going to talk about the power of the breath. So, the breath is always with us. We usually never have to think about it. And the breath has been the focal point of meditation for thousands of years. The ancients knew the power of the breath even without our modern scientific findings. For instance, ancient Qigong teaches that as we simply lengthen the spine and deepen the breath by softening the belly, that we produce a profound medicine within our bodies. We currently understand this as the neurotransmitter shift in our brains. So when we lengthen the spine and breathe deeply, we produce hormones like serotonin and melatonin that make us feel good, instead of the stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline that make us feel bad. And this shift happens just like that. And this is called the relaxation response. And what happens is the breathing rate, the heart rate, and the blood pressure all begin to lower, and it decreases the tension in the muscles. And decreasing tension in the muscles is so important because along with all of our big muscles in our bodies, our breathing system, our digestive system, and our lymph system all have muscles. And we want these muscles to be relaxed and fluid so that all of our bodily functions can operate smoothly. So deep relaxed breathing enhances the lymph system, which is the body's sewage system. And just as the heart is the pump for the circulatory system, the diaphragm is the pump for the lymph system. And the lymph system needs a relaxed body in order to operate properly. So when we breathe deeply, we pull in large amounts of oxygen into the lungs, and then the diaphragm pumps up and down and pumps the lymph system, which rids the body of toxins. And as you can imagine, this is very important. We need to rid the body of toxins. And now other studies have shown that deep, relaxed breathing balances blood glucose levels, which gives better control for diabetic patients. So increased stress has been linked with a rise in glucose levels. Deep breathing relaxes the nervous system and lowers glucose levels. So very powerful right there. And deep, slow breathing aids in exercise recovery, bringing oxygen and healing mechanisms to every muscle in the body. And not surprising, deep, slow breathing strengthens the lungs, increases our oxygen intake and levels, even in COPD patients. It's very, very important. And most surprising of all, deep, slow breathing can actually alter our genes. Now, this is seriously exciting. Even scientists are excited about this. And what this means is that deep, slow breathing affects how our cells are powered. It affects insulin secretion and positively affects our telomeres. Now, telomeres are the protective end caps on our DNA strands. Now, the healthier the telomeres, the better the cell can do its assigned job, and the more times it can regenerate. Now, this greatly enhances our health, especially as we age, and lengthens our lifespan. So this is seriously powerful stuff. In addition to all that, deep, slow breathing lowers our inflammatory response. This is incredibly important to how we feel, how good we feel, how healthy we are, and it also strengthens our immune system. So the breath is extremely, extremely powerful. Now, we may not have control over much in our lives, but we absolutely have control over how we breathe. If you are feeling nervous and you notice your breath high up in the chest, you can simply take a moment to lengthen your spine, soften the belly, and deepen the breath. And you might even just try that just now. And notice that as you relax the chest area, that the breath naturally deepens. And so we're talking about nice, slow, relaxed breaths. You don't have to suck in so much air that you start to hyperventilate, just nice, slightly deeper breaths. And you may even start to notice the feelings of the relaxation response even just now. Now, if you are a high stress person, you may not feel it right away. You may need more practice, but keep at it. Because even after a few breaths or even several deep, slow breaths, you will begin to feel the relaxation. So a funny story about Dr. Deborah Norris, who is a neuroscientist and the founder of the Mindfulness Center. She was speaking to a group of university professors, and they pleaded with her to tell them how to deal with their stress. And she simply said, breathe deeply. And they said, no. We want a tool that we can use to cope with our stress now. They expected it to be complicated and difficult. But she again answered, breathe deeply. So you see, if we want to feel relaxed, then what we do to feel relaxed needs to feel relaxing and easy, right? Breathing is easy. And know that as you breathe, your entire body breathes. Oxygen fills the lungs and then is absorbed into the bloodstream and then sent to every single cell in your body. Then each cell inhales the oxygen, metabolizes it into energy, and then exhales. It's fascinating stuff. So an old proverb says, life is in the breath. He who only half breathes, half lives. So breathe deeply and breathe well. And you might even see if you can cultivate a daily practice of checking in and deepening the breath. One way to do this might be to check in with the breath at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, something that you're already in a habit of doing. But any time that you check in and deepen your breath is just another moment of healthier living, and it will greatly enhance your overall health. So a nice meditation to go with this topic is the breath meditation posted here. And as usual, please feel free to leave comments or questions below. Thank you and see you again soon.